Excellent. Okay. Sorry, just had to go live on some other spots. All right, so welcome. We are about an hour and 20-ish minutes away from the Slitherine event. This is their Slitherine next event. This is their big game discount today. Game discounts. I think there's going to be like huge sales across on Steam as well for you to buy some games if you want to pick them up. Now today will be a great day to do that. But also we're going to watch together their announcements, new game reveals, and anything else that they got planned. And that's about an hour and 20-ish minutes away. And we'll watch that here, so you don't have to click away or anything. But if you're on YouTube and you're watching this later, obviously you could just, skip ahead, unless you want to watch me play some Battle Sector here. So we're gonna play Battle Sector. We're playing as the Ultramarines. We're doing a crusade. We're gonna do a short campaign, and we're gonna nerd out about Warhammer while we're waiting for this event, and we'll see what they announce. Yeah, I too. I've got you said bolt action, Malik, and I did Flames of War instead of bolt action, but I am very, very curious about the bolt action video game that Slitherine is getting ready to talk about. So, the difference, if you don't know what the difference is, so when I grew up, I always liked. I grew up as an RTS fan before I ever played RTSs, because I always liked little tanks and little army men and setting up big battalion-sized battles. I love the scale of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, see, Bella, thank you. So I always had two armies fighting. I was doing RTS before I ever even messed with RTS stuff. So when it came time for me and my dad, who we both are into World War II history and stuff like that, there were two games that were like the main board game kind of games. There was Flames of War and Bolt Action. Flames of War is definitely the larger scale. The tanks were smaller, and the base of the army guys was smaller, so you could have more men on there. So you could have much grander scale battles in Flames of War. Bolt Action is zoomed in a bit. So like the tanks, instead of it being like, you having like these little squarey tanks, you'd have a tank be like this big on the map. So it's like a much larger. It's more focused on like, company size battles. Like very smaller, platoon or squad battles. Whereas Flames of War is, maybe I got that backwards. Maybe Flames of War is company size battles, and Bolt Action is more squad. So it's more zoomed in. More, action-y focus on individual units instead of an entire base representing an entire squad of guys. So yeah, I don't know the millimeter scale. I wish I could just say that. I'm very bad about that kind of stuff. Sanctuary Research. I have not, Tan. I have not. Maybe it's something I should see. Bolt Action is Company of Heroes, and the other is Epic. Yeah, more or less. That's exactly what it is. And I love it. Yeah. I would play Bolt Action, but you can't collect everything. It's damn near impossible. I can't do it all. But this is Battle Sector. If you want to, you've heard me nerd out about 40K many a times. If you want to get something that's as close as you can currently get to a Warhammer 40K experience, I do believe this is it. Because though Space Marine 2 and all that other stuff exists, most of those games are very centralized in the aspect of like Space Marine 2 is focused on a Space Marine and its story, right? Battlefleet Gothic is focused on the battleships and their story. You get what I'm saying? This game right here is as close as a strategy fan who wants to play Warhammer 40K as we can get, because it is pretty much, for the most part, that army. I feel like I want to go back here. The idea of this game is that you will pick your army. So Space Marines would be Blood Angels and Ultramarines, and then you have Tyranids, Necrons, Adeptus Sororitas, that's the battle nuns, as you know. Demons of Khorne, Orcs, Tau, Astra Militarum, the Black Legion, which is Chaos. These are the Demons of Chaos, and this is actual Space Marine Chaos. So Demons of Khorne is like a whole damn thing in of itself. So obviously the Eldari are missing here. We don't have them. Surprisingly, they have the disgusting Tau. So I'll show you in just a minute, but you're basically choosing an entire company's worth of units. In this map, you are basically, this is Crusade, so it can go on. You're carrying your forces over. You're trying to maintain them and carry your forces over and resupply them. Oops. Yeah. So like I said, in this you'll also have to unlock certain things to use as well. So I do believe that this is my army, and I have units available. Dude, how did you find one person with that name? How did you do that? What the frick? Tau is better. Ridiculous. Anyway, so I'm playing as the Ultramarines, and in this Ultramarine campaign, it's kind of like what's the best way to describe this? It's like you have to manage your resources. Don't throw away your units, and you're advancing in the crusade to complete ultimate victory. Okay, so it's like a long, one of those XCOM kind of long strategy games. I have to choose a HQ unit, which in this case is going to be this apothecary. So we have that. I'm going to add some extra units because it looks like I can. All right, let's see, what do I want? Intercessors. I just woke up, so give me a break here today. Intercessors, these are my basic ass units. I can add a couple more.
Our oath is to our sworn battle brothers and our emperor above all.
And cursors.
The outcome is clear. Victory is assured. Unseen and unheard, we deliver silent death.
All right, done. That's good enough for now. HQ upgrades. This is where I can choose to enhance certain things.
The apothecarian shall keep our warriors primed for victory.
I went to more advanced tier units here, and I had a skull. I hear a token, and I used the first one to unlock the Dreadnought, and that is a Space Marine that is interred here.
I live so that I may serve.
So lovely. So lovely. There. Now we're gonna have us some fun. He's basically been interred in that. He got seriously wounded in battle, and then they picked up what remains of his body, cut off his arms and legs, put his torso inside of a Dreadnought entombment machine, and so he lives, and he goes into hypersleep when they don't need him, and then they wake him up, and then he goes out into a battle, and he just kind of like operates himself, just taking commands and such. So it's a process. It's a process. It's fun. It's great. It's breakfast with a little scoop of creatine. Yeah, that's for a strong, healthy boy. Anyway, what in the shit? These guys are right up in my ass. Look at that. Okay. So like I said, this is going to be battle sector, and why so many people think this is as close to 40k tabletop as you can get, which is the the miniature war game. And for some reason, still, Games Workshop refuses to make into a digital version. They refuse. The reason they say that is because, like, tabletop, like, you don't have this. You don't have like a squad here like this. It doesn't play like that. Because tabletop is more about the individual units. They do kind of loosely are a squad. So like when you have like, if you play tabletop, you have a squad here of like 5 Space Marines, and they have to be relatively connected to each other. So like you can only have them maybe be like 3 inches apart from each other. So they have to kind of march together. This is why, you can have other games like this to kind of loosely base off of the tabletop, but it's not exactly the exact science, So anyway, this represents a squad. In tabletop, you can technically control 1 unit, but they can't be too far away from the squad. Otherwise, they get like a debuff, because they're out of communication range or whatever, right? So in this game, that's what this represents. Like, this is a group of close Space Marines that are just kind of chilling. And they operate as a squad. For some reason, I got demons all over me. Look at that. All right. All right. Boom. Also,
bring me our wounded.
there are so many units that are done in this video game. So like you really get a taste of like what an entire company worth of Ultramarines looks like.
Your orders.
And it is turn-based. So that means like, this is what you're seeing. Like you have their armor value, how much their evasion is, their movement points, which you can see here. Once it gets into the red, you can see how much it's costing here. Like this means I can use my movement points and not my action. If I'm dashing into the red, it means now I can move to this red, no more movement points, and it uses an action point. Well, how my hat must smell. Smells like leather. You know why? Because I'm not a disgusting individual. I like to bathe myself. Contrary to popular belief here. Still smells like fresh leather. It doesn't smell like Nurgle's infection, sir. Believe it or not, I am quite tidy. There is is no Nurgle infestation where I am. I'm actually quite picky about that stuff. You know, the only thing that if you were ever to come to my house and maybe like have a look around and stuff like that, the only thing you might find is 2 nights worth of dishes in the sink. And that's it. You know, you ain't gonna find no infestation in the bathroom or infestation, you know, on me or around me. You're not gonna find like weird stuff around my room. It's actually quite tidy, I would say. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to say that, but it just depends, I guess. Oh, it's bathing. Yeah, I don't know, man. I imagine like some popular streamers are probably making it popular among younger audiences to be like, you know what? Bathing and cleaning up, I don't even need to do that. My favorite streamer doesn't do that, so why should I? You know what? It's crazy. It is. I feel like I am in upside down world. You know, I am constantly shocked at what is just people are just cool with these days. You know, because like half this shit. If people found out about somebody doing shit like that, they'd be a laughing stock, right? Everybody would just make fun of them all the time. Now they're role models. I'm like, okay. I don't know what happened. So the world is look. I'm just gonna find my little slice in my little corner and just enjoy it the best I can, because I don't know what's going on. I ain't trying to like get in the way of this tide. I'm gonna let it do what it wants to do, and I'm just gonna enjoy my little slice right here, you know, this little bit, you know, and let the world figure itself out, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of where I'm at with this. Anyway, I can move and fire, but I can only fire. I think I can also buff, right? Oath of Moment. Yeah. This does not cost an AP, so I can buff myself with Oath of Moment. Yeah, this is free.
With precision, brothers.
So they do that, and now can I also do Oath of Moment?
Death to the enemy.
I sure can. Oath of Moment.
Engaging the enemy.
Okay, now these guys are done. Next. Let's see. This unit stacks the remaining movement points and receives a stack of defensiveness. They're not even gonna have to worry about that, but
Our turn to test their resolve.
all right, well.
precision,
Looks
brothers.
like Oath of Moment is only 4 of those units. All right. Hey, what the hell? Skull cannon.
Affirmative.
Morning.
Blood from afar. As you command.
Get that
Clear
over
the
here.
way.
Dude, one of the things I always wanted to do since moved into this house is the enemy's behind full cover. Really.
Rain explosive
Is I wanted to
devastation.
make a hot tub. I wanted a hot tub here. My own damn hot tubs. I freaking love like hot tubs and nice long showers, you know, shit like that. Make you feel good. Yeah. But hot tubs are expensive though.
With haste.
Marksman ready. Moving there, unseen.
Out of range. All right.
Calibrating Auspex range.
All right. Overwatch. See what happens.
Another test approaches. I hear something. You cannot harm an angel of death.
This is true. Oh, for crying out loud. All right.
Moving there, unseen. Taking the shot.
All right. Now, I do believe we are just eliminating all enemy targets here. So the forces of chaos are out there. We just gotta wait for them to show up.
Another chance to serve.
You should always send out your Dreddy.
Tear them to shreds.
So many guns, man.
Rain explosive devastation.
All right, good.
As you command.
Move him up. This is my apothecary. He's like the commander unit here.
The apothecarian can do more than heal.
That's correct. You do.
Standing firm.
I'm gonna move these boys up. These are my heavies. And they're gonna be kaplow.
Tear them apart.
And they dead.
For the Emperor. Moving.
Bloodletters really are just a throwaway unit, aren't they?
Order received. Maneuvering.
Nope.
Deploying there.
And now the rest will go into Overwatch.
I have your
Overwatch,
back,
so
brother.
something moves, they shoots them.
No! Auspex scan suggests the enemy shall emerge here.
Have any of you ever done that? That cold plunge? You know, like frozen water and such?
Ah, nothing I can't patch.
Okay. I've never messed with any of that stuff.
Engaging the enemy.
Fair enough. I don't know where these damn dogs came from. These are puppies you don't want to hug.
Tear them to shreds.
Alright. And now I can't see those guys. Okay.
Rain explosive devastation.
Not enough action. Damn. All right.
Affirmative.
There we go. Units protected. Lovely.
Assaulting.
Hey, get
Deploying there.
that works. That works.
Engaging the enemy.
Look at those guys. That's it.
I have your back, brother.
I have felt death's touch. Yours does not come close.
If it is willed, it is done.
Let's melee him.
Feel the Emperor's redemption.
Hey, we did it. All right, that's round one. Lovely. Some units. Now I get to choose where we send our next attack. I can go here and go here and go here. All with the goal of advancing on the crusade. The bottom left corner. Let's see. Well, I guess I would choose this. Zone modifier +1 melee armor piercing. Yeah. That gave me 4 of these. So now I get to choose what I unlock. Ooh, a librarian would be disgusting. Eliminators. Eradicators, which are beautiful units, by the way. Long range destruction. Freaking Terminators. I could use all 3 of my points to unlock some damn Terminators. There's a damn Invictor war suit. These are all the vehicles. Well, there's Blade Guard veterans there. I think I'll spend like...
The Apothecarian shall keep our warriors primed for victory.
Let's just kind of like unlock some stuff here.
The Apothecarian shall keep our warriors primed for victory. The Apothecarian shall keep our warriors primed for victory.
Yeah, there we go. I just want to unlock a bunch of units to start the campaign, so let's do that. And I go to army management. Yeah, Hellblasters basically are plasma warriors there. Eradicators are flamethrowers. Aggressors are long range. Oh. Hey. Yeah, sure, bud. Yeah, I was just thinking about getting me a tea.
Was?
I was.
You were getting caffeine?
I did, yeah.
Oh.
I'm good. Appreciate that.
Sure.
Playing some 40K over here.
You already had that too.
This?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Hacking and calories
Get it.
today.
Gotta get started. It's an early day. Oh. Yeah, alright, we'll add those guys. So I can add some little range to my... They have grenade launchers, so that works. Don't think I need an eradicator. There we go.
Ranged plasma on your request.
I'm over by 15 points. Ain't that something? By 15 damn points. All right, this is good enough. Let's do with this. All right, let's take on the Necrons, I guess. We'll take them on. Freaking Necrons. You can, not only can you be the Imperial Army, you can also be the Adeptus Sororitas as well. Battle Sisters. You can also be the Blood Angels. You can also be the Tau. You can be the Necrons. You can be the Tyranids. You can be Chaos. You can be Orcs. You play what you want to play, brother. Thank you, Mac, Sweaty T3, Kel Kicktaham, Babazud, Ghost, Mysterious Hooded Figure, and Malik. Oh, yeah. Why are they all spawning like right on my butt? Okay. All right, here we go.
Bring me our wounded.
Ready to strike. Assaulting!
Nah, just hold off until the Slitherine event before you buy anything, chat. You can click that link if you want to, like exclamation Slitherine, but they're gonna have a big sale for a lot of stuff. This is their special event that they do.
Our turn to test their resolve.
Our shields remain. Defensive formation.
Okay. Eliminated like my big heavy boys. You know those heavy rifles, the heavy bolt rifle. I order them to not move, to just take up defensive position and open fire. These are my eliminators. Basically, they're snipers. Back in the day, they used to be called Space Marine Scouts. Now they're just Space Marine snipers. Doing Space Marine sniper stuff.
Taking the shot. Roger that.
Here's my grenade, boys.
Open fire. Forward.
Long-range negotiators, exactly.
Our shields remain.
Ooh, impressive. Impressive.
Another chance to serve.
All right. I thought we were gonna miss that entire thing, but we didn't.
Tear them to shreds.
These guys have to go. They're very scary. I don't like them.
Our shields
them is still alive.
With haste. The apothecarian can do more than heal.
Hellblasters awaiting target.
Okay. Fair enough. We will move
Moving
these
into
guys
position.
behind this crate for defensive position.
Standing firm. Deploying there. Tear them apart.
Lovely. And we're going to do the same with these guys.
Engaging the enemy.
Okay. That's everything. I gave them the best that I had.
Enemies come to test our strength.
We gave them the best we had.
I hear something.
Those are Necron flares.
They've spotted us
They
now.
miss having skin, so they want yours.
They've spotted us now.
The apothecarian can do more than
So
heal.
like they want to find you and take your skin and wear it like an outfit. Okay. Mission accomplished there. All right, let's advance. Holy shit, I didn't even see that these guys got destroyed. What the hell?
Moving there. Unseen.
We might have to just chill here for a bit with them.
Routing to the flanks.
This is a lovely little kill box. They will not survive. Wow, they survived. Okay.
Battle line squad ready.
All right.
Clear the way.
I like this. This is a nice little kill box right here. Okay.
As you command.
Marksman ready.
Didn't even realize that one unit did that much damage to my freaking sniper guys.
They shall not
impressive.
pass.
That is impressive.
Defensive formation.
Imperial Fist Army. Slitherine. Huh? Imperial
If it is
Fist
willed,
battle sector.
it
Let's
is
do
done.
it.
Affirmative. Tear them apart.
Oh, they're just mowing them down. Look at that.
Engaging the enemy.
For the Imperium! For the Imperium!
Defensive formation!
Clear the way!
Surprise, Dreadnought.
Explosive devastation!
Surprise, sucker. Beautiful Necron warriors. Oh, is this not? Can I not do this right now? Maybe no target in range. I mean, he is really messed up.
With strength!
Take these aggressors. I'm gonna get them up there and launch those grenades. Or I'm not. Yeah, that's good news that Slitherine is picking up Blood Bowl. That's fantastic.
As you command.
It's honestly like, it's a good home for them, is Slitherine games. Slytherine's freaking awesome.
I have your back, brother.
Oh shit, behind me? Oh my gosh.
Taking fire!
We've been flanked.
Moving!
Oh my gosh, there's tons of them here. What the heck? Okay, who's the... Okay, warriors.
With precision, brothers! Death to the enemy! Standing firm.
Set up a defensive perimeter.
Tear them apart! Moving into position. Target acquired. As you command.
Bring in the Dreddy.
Tear Tear them to shreds!
I saw a video where Warhammer 40k could fit in any game genre. It can. It legit can. It's such a... I think that's why Games Workshop has so much strength in this field, is because like the setting can go into anything. Want a naval game set in 40k? No problem. Space Marines are fighting over a water world. Got Navy. Need a game? Need a flight simulator game? No problem. You know, Orcs versus Imperial Guard. You know, Air Force is a game. You know, and you name it, they can do all of it. 40k Minesweeper, you play as a servitor. Exactly.
Rain explosive devastation.
They even have their version of a chess called Regicide. It's like their own chess game of chess. It's their own version of that too. 40k cozy farming game, no problem. Yep, that can be a hive city trying to do agriculture, no problem. Got it, nailed it. And you have to deal with the occasional Tyranid infestation. Dude, I really want them to do a city builder set around a hive city. I want it to be like Frostpunk, you know, where it's like a fight for survival. Just think how cool that would be. Because I took out all the main units. All right. Oh. Oh, baby, Terminators. You know what? Let's get this other dreadnought.
The Apothecarian shall keep our warriors primed for victory.
It's a nice dready.
The Apothecarian shall keep our warriors primed for victory.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Bum, 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 bum. Dude.
I will bring total annihilation to the Emperor's foes!
Wow. I love my heavies here. I'd say I'd add my captain. I don't know if I can. Nope.
Glory to Ultramar!
I cannot.
To my battle brothers! To the Emperor!
I only got like 35 points left. I could swap something out. Though I don't really know why. I don't really need to. Unless I just want to use these guys to like dive down on dudes. No.
We will fall upon them with righteous fury.
Can't do it.
We fight and we die for the Imperium.
Can't do
Death
that.
from
Let's try
above.
that. Let's give these boys a shot. All right, where to next? Here? More Necrons. Okay, proceed. Hold on one second. Yay! Oh, I don't like this. Just don't feel right. Just don't feel right. I don't like this.
As you command.
You know what I'm gonna do? Nothing. Everybody overwatch so we identify where the enemy is.
Target
the
is
look of that.
beyond my vision. More targets are coming.
Oh. This is a control zone. Okay. Hey, fella. Friggin' control zone. So we actually have to advance to these points. Is it just one? Shit. Okay.
Standing firm. Deploying there.
Freaking nothing, dude.
Forward!
No.
Accepted. Moving.
Alright. We're gonna score a little bit more. This squad's gonna go this way. This squad's gonna go around that way. So, Overwatch.
I have your back, brother.
Enemies come to test our strength.
Yeah, that's right.
Pitiful.
Pitiful.
Another test approaches.
Does different units knock this? Different systems in place.
Taking fire!
Ow! Shit! Hey, Don. Okay, I gotta hurry. Damn.
Taking position here.
Let's get that dreadnought out front. Jeez, they're all okay. Well, hey, you know what I'm saying? Little message there, no big deal.
For Ultramar! Taking fire.
Okay.
Plasma fire support ready. Moving into position. Target acquired. Quantum shields active.
I want that vehicle destroyed.
Affirmative. Tear them apart. Taking fire. Affirmative.
If we can. It's the biggest threat on the field here.
Engaging the enemy.
These guys not so much. They're more annoying than actual threats.
Taking the shot.
All right.
Challenge accepted.
Well,
Deploying there.
oh my gosh, dude.
Quantum shields active.
There is so many units. I have got to get in here and fight.
Heavy fire support. Open fire! Taking fire.
That barely did anything.
Consider it done. Clear the way.
He might, he might have shots. I don't know. He does.
Rain explosive devastation. Quantum shields active.
That is a very tough thing.
Tear them to shreds.
Oh, thank goodness. All right. That's good. So they'll get another 15 points here, right? I don't want to sacrifice my dude mans yet.
Always forwards.
I did not mean to do that. I don't want to sacrifice those guys just yet. Want to get them ready, though, to be
With
sacrificed.
haste.
All right, let's end turn.
Defensive zone set. One hit won't break me.
Oh, you learn how dreadnoughts are made? Oh, yeah. See, when two dreadnoughts get together, they make a baby dreadnought.
My ceramite will hold firm.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Their attempts are foolish. One hit won't break me.
Oh, my gosh, dude. There is so much. All right. I have to take this from them, or they're gonna win. Damn, they are like in there. Jeez, dude. Look at that.
Obliterate them.
Well, shit.
Our turn to test their resolve.
I think if I like, I mean, hell, I don't know. But if I get like all up in it, it might allow me to assert control to a certain degree. I don't know.
Clear the way.
I have to get aggressive with this.
Feel the Emperor's redemption. Rain explosive devastation. You cannot harm an angel of death.
That works. Okay, pal. All right. I'm in it now.
Always forwards. Engaging target.
Damn. Okay. Okay.
Your death does not come today, brother. With haste.
All right. I got a whole nother squad here. Whose entire objective is going to be...
Moving into position. Pitiful.
Yeah, you're pitiful. Okay. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but hey. Hey, Sweaty.
Engaging the enemy.
Pitiful.
We got a little sponsor thing here in like, well, I think it starts in like 10 minutes now, right?
Marksman ready.
Hot damn.
Standing firm. Heavy ranged artillery standing by.
How you been, Sweaty?
We can handle it.
I have your back, brother.
I have your back, brother.
Taking
Oh,
fire.
those guys are probably gonna die. But schoolwork? What are you in college now? I think.
Taking fire.
Keep it up. Everybody needs a good education. Otherwise, you'll turn out just like me. And remember, when you graduate and they bring in some super smart person to talk to you about AI, don't forget to boo them. That's the thing that we do now. We boo the shit out of them when they say, "On with the future of AI." Boo! Boo!
Bring me our wounded.
I don't know if y'all seen that, like at college campuses where they the commencement speech and all that. They bring in some like tech person. These are all like CEOs and shit, and they come out there, and as soon as they mention AI, entire student body boos the shit out of them. Shit cracks me up, dude. Like, that's probably not the best place to bring up AI, because like, especially if you're a CEO, your motivation for AI is, well, I don't have to hire as many employees, you know, like so you're talking to a bunch of kids that are going into fields where AI is gonna knock them out of the job, and it's like, what are you thinking? Don't bring that shit up at the at the college campus. Like, they didn't think that one all the way through. Okay.
Clear the way.
Get wrecked. Okay, that was all I could do.
Target acquired. Affirmative.
Probably should have moved him in there,
Taking position. position here. With precision, brothers.
Yeah, they have reanimated. They have pretty much everything that you can imagine. A lot of interesting aspects.
there.
Oh no, I shouldn't have moved the eliminators up.
With strength.
It's all right.
Forward! Standing firm.
They're fighting for their position. We're fighting for ours.
Tear them apart.
Hey, you raiding me? What are you doing raiding me? How you doing, Cletus? What's going on there, Buckaroonie?
The apothecarian can do more than heal.
Heading to bed? You're heading to bed? Now? What, you sleep all afternoon?
Taking fire.
Isn't it morning for you? Morning? Isn't it technically morning?
You cannot harm an angel of death.
Doesn't that destroy the whole Cletus Buford mentality? Imagine when Cletus says morning, he actually means good
My
evening.
oath is
Good
undone.
night.
It does not end here.
Oh,
One
we're not
hit
to
won't
talk.
break
I go to bed at 6 a.m.
One hit won't break me.
I think I'm gonna lose.
Obliterate them.
Maybe not.
Feel the Emperor's redemption.
Because I think we have... I think we have enough to finish it. I just have to get enough units, like, actually in the field here, which I think I will have. Yeah, I think that means I own it now, so, yep. So that's gonna stop them from getting points, I believe.
Moving.
I think I won this by the skin of my teeth here.
The Apothecarian can do more than heal.
Yeah. Pretty sure I did.
You cannot harm an angel of death. Their attempts are foolish.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got that. At the very last possible second. Wait a minute. Slitherine go live. What the hell is it? Is it on YouTube? I heard that one.
Next event. Usually we try to cover a bit of everything we have. And this time we had to select, otherwise we would have gone for like 3 or 4 hours.
You're just doing something.
Yeah, there's a lot happening, that's for sure. So we have announcements, and we really want to focus on the meaningful stuff. We don't really want to sort of announce things that are like unsure or don't have a release date or stuff. We really want to focus on the real announcements, and that's a positive because it means that we have a lot to say.
Absolutely.
On the other hand, you know, as a company, we are really trying to balance between games that we develop internally. We have quite a few. And then also games that we publish from third party. IPs, external IPs, and own
How's
IPs.
the audio levels here?
It's really an interesting time in the market. As you know, it's a tough time for the industry.
It is.
And we are really having to sort of balance between what is for us, it's a juggling exercise. So we are really trying hard to sort of strike the balance of
Sounds good. Okay, good.
new games, existing games with DLCs, new content, making live ops games like a Broken Arrow, for instance. So games that have a long tail. There's a bit of everything, I would say.
This is their big celebration sale.
See something new?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, the first thing I'd like to start from is a new signing, a game that already has a product page out, but we're announcing the collaboration with this developer. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah.
You want to go for it?
Yeah, that's what we hear, right? We want to see new stuff. Do you want to announce the name or is it just...
Yeah, I mean, the game is called Veil of Ashes,
Yeah.
and we have a trailer for it.
Sick. Wow. It's shit like this that I just love, because like this captures that when I was a kid, that's the kind of stuff that I loved, like the little having tanks and all the big massive armies and stuff like that. That looks awesome.
That's really cool. I'm fascinated by the tank vehicles because they're not really like, I'm going to say normal tanks as we have now, but they're like...
Yeah, it's the whole lore is really cool. So it's a recent signing. We've just recently signed the game. It's a small German studio, Very young. It's their first game. Very excited to work with them. They are very passionate about their product. The game already
That looks
has
great.
quite a lot of visibility on Steam because it already has something like over 100,000 wish lists, so it's pretty big already. Yeah, it's a real-time strategy game where you basically control sort of infantry and these big machines, steam-powered machines that are like set in this dark universe. It is a really cool take on the genre with some very interesting mechanics driven by the idea of having this huge behemoth tanks that you are controlling over a map.
Hey, Barry.
It looks really awesome. I'm looking forward to this one. And the developer is Greifenmeer.
Yes.
We talked about this since it's a German one. I'm going to say the name. So.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here to say the name.
No problem.
Which is this is like the interesting. I was saying earlier on. I think first time we worked with
I should
a
probably be in a different category here. Hold on.
German, studio. Of course, we have proxies, part proxy studios, sort of part German as well. But this is the first time we work with a structured German studio, and I'm blown away by their creativity and their artistic vision as well. Because you've got to have this idea of how to create these big tanks.
Special events.
Of course, they are like taking inspiration from real life tanks and so on.
Sure,
but
of
really,
course.
everything is
Burke and coffee.
it's
That's the way to go.
powerfully driven by the creative vision of the team, which is great.
Amazing. And that ties into something bigger, right?
So yeah, the game is
Collaboration.
currently announced set to release next year, which is and we have another announcement, which I'm very happy to sort of share today. It's
Memroar 44.
big, very big thing for us. Memoir 44. We are super excited about signing the IP. Today we're announcing that we are making a game about Memoir. We don't show Memoir as because we are early in development or sort of not advanced enough to show the game.
That's fair.
We are working with an Italian studio called Vulcanite Games. The guys are behind some of the best-selling Panzer Corps DLCs, so they know their World War II. They know their Hex and
I've never heard of that game either.
War games. They're very experienced, but they're also known for picking up sort of UI elements that are easy to pick up. Kind of easy onboarding as well. So they're sort of trying to make a game that really resonates with both the core community of Memoir 44 players, but also attracting new players to the scene. I'm very excited about it. It's the first time we work with Asmodee and Days of Wonder. Again, a French company and a German company. It's interesting. That's definitely an interesting one, and it ties in very well with what I was mentioning about really balancing new IPs and existing licenses. We have, as a company, we're really, in our previous Slitherine Next, we've announced Bolt Action. We then, after that, announced the collaboration with Cyanide for Blood Bowl, then Memoir. It really speaks for the approach we're getting in terms of trying to appeal to the audience of the board games and the board war games. Memoir for us is a good example of that, and of course I'm excited to share more in the future as well.
Yeah, you've been busy.
Very busy.
It's really cool to see that you're taking board games and then making video games, or maybe there was already a video game with Blood Bowl, for example, and just
Yeah,
Are doing something new.
I
cool.
think it's interesting because in the market we're always trying to find audiences for games. So we have an idea for a game, and then we try and sort of fit an audience within that game. This is the reverse reasoning. It's like, do we have an IP that's beloved by many people, but it's also actively played? It's not like a movie where you're hoping that your game fits the IP because it's got the right lore and so on. This is actually
So what was your game for a board game?
games
Yeah.
with existing gameplay features, with systems and so on.
I don't
They're
recall the
trying
game
to
at
attract,
all. Yeah, Memoir 44. I don't.
knows what
Maybe
to
let me Google it.
And we're now trying to almost like please them and make something for them.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting and scary exercise as well.
I bet. But does that make it easier when you're in? Do you know what they expect?
Well, I think for Bolt Action is a good example. When we announced Bolt Action, we were inundated by feedback from existing Bolt Action players saying, "I want this, I want this, I want this," and ultimately we had to sort of almost go back to the design documents and say, right, how does that feedback fit
Card-based.
with what we're doing? And we changed a lot of things.
30, 45, 30-minute games that looks like it's card-based / models
They feel the same
with a battle map that you play.
excitement
Interesting.
when they played the board game and when they played the digital version.
Of course.
Which is not really, you cannot achieve that by recreating the experience one-on-one. You have to create the feeling, which is not about just the gameplay.
That's an interesting point. Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. Memoir is interesting because there's a gameplay that's mixed between dice and cards, and so that there will be this element of how do we give that impression of you're holding up cards and you're moving things around. It's like very physical game. That's something that we're working on right now.
Yeah. That is really cool. I've not played the game, so for me this is very interesting then, because I would just be part of this starting with a video game.
Yeah.
And I guess that's
Yes,
also then
that
a
is the
different-
Millennium Falcon next to her shoulder. Yes.
different audience, like people who are new to the whole thing, they don't know anything about it. And
Yeah. I think that first thing you need to convince the existing players, because if you
Of
have
course.
them on board, then everything is easier after
Yeah.
that. So we want to work with the existing communities. But you're right, many people come to these games from the digital version. Maybe then they buy the board game.
Possibly,
So it's definitely an area where we want to work with Days of Wonder and Asmodee to sort of build that excitement around the digital version, so that there's a lot of cross pollination, you call it, or whatever.
No, of course, that just makes sense. You have a potentially a really big audience, like the
Yeah.
old board game audience, and then the new ones that see the video go and think, oh, that's a really cool strategy game, gonna try it.
Yeah, and of course you've got strategy gamers that maybe have heard about it and never played it. So we'll see. Again, in 2027, we'll see how the game goes. But we're going to give a bit more insight on the gameplay around early fall. So we have a lot of more news coming for the game, and hopefully that will start the conversation with the community.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, so that's
TIE Interceptor, better than Falcon.
That's the first two announcements, and I think that the
You just do the campaign, Ham.
big thing
Choose a
we have
campaign
to
that's
talk about
interesting
is,
to you. Crusade is like a ever-going, like, advanced
Yeah.
mode.
Broken Arrow. I mean, you kind of have to talk about this.
yeah. Well, I mean, Broken Arrow is.
It's on your face.
You
Like you want to
it's-
talk about this.
Yeah. Well, Broken Arrow. Just to go straight to points. Broken Arrow is now a year old, just over a year old. The community of that started populating the Broken Arrow game over the months have been a very vocal part of our decision-making process in where the Broken Arrow games would go, and we have been sort of trying to, with the development team, Steel Balalaika, trying to sort of go in the direction we thought the game would need to go, but also trying to sort of get the community feedback and take into that direction. Sometimes we made it, sometimes we didn't, and when we didn't, the community was very, very clear in saying, you guys got it wrong, and so we're happy to take a step back and then rework on it. So basically, what happened over the last few months, we've released this new branch of the game called PT. It was this public testing environment where we asked the core community of players, what you like about these balance changes and gameplay changes and so on. We then went on for some time with the testing environment, trying to push these changes, and then we merged what we thought the changes were, the relevant changes were, into the main branch, and closed PT. That didn't go as planned, as many of the players were like, I think you missed a lot of the elements that were making PT fun, and you didn't put them in that version. So the team has now gone back, reworked on all these features, on gameplay features. They're currently running another test for the next patch, which will release on the 30th of July. Mm-hmm. We'll have a new gameplay patch on the 30th of July. We'll have a new technical patch and also the spectator mode release. So we now are 8 days away from that event.
Right.
So
that's very soon.
Well, there you
It
go.
is very soon. It is very soon. And so on the 30th of July, we'll have all these new elements deployed to the game. And hopefully that will take the game to the next level.
Oh, absolutely, Paolo.
Which will allow
We're
us
doing
to
well,
release a
man.
DLC finally,
Yes.
the first paid for DLC, and which is going to be called
Why don't
Russian
you
Guard.
You should have a VIP thing. Let me
So
sort
Russian
that out.
Guard is a new specialization, of course, for the Russian faction. We have 35 new units.
The
2
Russian
maps.
God.
There are 2 co-op scenarios as well, and a new hangar. So it's a pretty meaty DLC, and that will release this summer. I won't give you a date because I don't know the date. I mean,
There
I'm
you
happy
go.
that we are able to give
Now you'll stand out
the
now-
30th
more
of July
now.
for the next gameplay patch, which is great.
Yeah.
And then for the DLC, we'll see.
There will be news and announcements as you go along.
Oh
So
yeah,
just-
big time.
We don't have to announce everything today, right?
Yes, yes. Thank you. Good point.
Okay.
And the other thing that is important about Broken
A
Arrow,
Yeti spotted in chat.
want to
Skin it.
announce is that we have partnered with ESL Faceit to start the
Yeti fur is
to
worth a
officially
lot.
start the competitive era for the game. So
Oh,
we
that's
will
exciting.
have first official tournament going this summer. As soon as the spectator or observer mode is released, we'll have the ability to sort of do more with the official sort of esport element of the game.
Nice.
So with
Strider.
ESL Faceit, we've partnered to run the first tournament this summer. We'll have this going as an official tournament, and we'll see how that goes, and then explore, the future of that element in more detail as we go. But this is very exciting.
It is exciting, and that's a lot of news already for Broken Arrow.
Yeah.
So the patch, the DLC, the tournaments.
Yeah, there's quite a lot happening, and the team is very busy. The team is big and busy, and I sometimes I smile about it. Sometimes it makes me very angry, but I see there's a lot of speculation in the community about what is happening, and the team is this, and they're fighting, and they're not going along with it well, or the publisher and developer are fighting with it. I think the reality is that we have a very healthy business relationship with the Steel Balalaika. They are very, very good. They are a very, very good developer, and we are working on so many different things on the game. It's unbelievable, and I'm very excited about the future of the game. So it's all very positive and good right now.
Yeah, that is great. I also want to say that a public test environment is a really good option to get player feedback and also appease the player. So maybe it's like, We're working on this. We're taking your feedback.
It
I think
is.
that's
It
great.
is. But when you have such a large community of players, and I mean like thousands of people, the feedback is not always cohesive, and never goes in the same
The
direction.
Navy
So
stuff,
you really
yeah.
have to pick and
That would've
choose
been cool.
what to work on, and maybe you work on something, and then there's a very vocal part of the community that doesn't like it, but doesn't mean it's wrong. It's like but yes, we have to listen. We have to listen a lot.
Yeah.
And be patient as well.
Indeed.
As much as the community is patient, because making changes to these games is never easy.
Of course, yeah. No, I think that's great.
Yeah.
Good news
Yeah,
about Broken
absolutely.
Arrow. Thank you, Marco.
Thank you.
We
We'll
like
see you
Broken
later
Arrow
again, or
updates. More stuff for
news,
Broken
exciting
Arrow.
things. Let's switch games now and look at gameplay for a brand new campaign for ICBM Escalation.
ICBM? This game is so wild. Oh man. Assassin's Mace.
That was Assassin's Mace, the new ICBM Escalation DLC. It's coming in September, and you command China in the hypothetical aftermath of World War II to a global superpower across 11 missions. Next up, the machines are back. Let's roll it.
Terminator. Not Skynet, Legion.
Evolution is a major story expansion that continues the war beyond the original campaign. You follow Lieutenant Church as the Resistance pushes into the frozen regions of Canada in search of new allies and critical intelligence. In this mission, you'll protect groups of civilians and supply vehicles as they attempt to evacuate to safety. You'll encounter new Legion units for the first time, such as the Rev 6.5 Rippers, fast, close combat Terminators designed for brutal frontline engagements. These enemies are capable of rapid movement and can board vehicles, tearing open armored units and eliminating their crews. Every encounter demands new tactics, as the evolving Legion forces force you to adapt or risk being overwhelmed. These new threats push combat toward more dynamic and unpredictable engagements, where tactical adaptation and battlefield control become the keys to victory.
Yep.
That was Terminator. You probably guessed it, recognized it. It's also coming in September. An 8-mission DLC. It takes the fight to the frozen wilderness of Canada, and it changes the gameplay. It changes combat completely because it introduces melee combat with the new Ripper Terminators and also augmented soldiers, so you can equip them with augmentation kits, plus a batch of new units like the Leopard C2 Mexes, for example. Now, I know a lot of people have been asking about Blood Bowl. We will get to that towards the end of the show, so stay tuned. And now we're gonna have a short break.
Blood Bowl. Yeah, dude. They have a massive sale right now. Starship Troopers, Terran Command, which is fantastic, is 45% off. This game's great. Panzer Corps 2 DLC is 60%, and Panzer Corps 2 and its DLC is 60% off, especially if you like those hex-based games. Distant Worlds 2, 65% off. ICBM Escalation is 30% off. That's the nuclear war game. Nightmare Frontier, 25% off. And Terminator Dark Fate, 40% off. Dark Fate is a fantastic RTS, by the way. You can't technically pause the game and figure shit out too. Blood Bowl 3 is 50% off. Radio Commander Vietnam is 75% off. All these are strategy games. Broken Arrow is 50% off. Probably one of the biggest IPs right now for them, I think. That's just my speculation. I think that it is. They're having basically a publisher sale. Battle Sector's also discounted. Thank you, Wargram.
I've got something new. Joining me now is Mateusz, head of studio at Ice Code Games and the developer of Nightmare Frontier. Mateusz, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here.
Hello, everybody.
Nightmare Frontier, in case you don't know it, is one of a kind. You have a tactical extraction looter, turn-based combat. It launched today, actually, on the 22nd of July. Let's set the scene. Roll the cinematic trailer.
In a city twisted by some cosmic horror, a shifting maze ruled by dread itself, a group of survivors overcome their fears with shotgun therapy. Lead scavengers into anomalous districts, blast monsters down to manageable pieces, and find out what the hell is going on here. And tame the Nightmare Frontier.
Yeah.
I hadn't actually seen that trailer. It's really cool.
I always like XCOM style games.
Do you want to give us the quick pitch and maybe explain shotgun therapy?
Yeah. So, Nightmare Frontier is set in a late 19th century American West Coast city in which some strange power made people's fears manifest in a flesh as monsters. So if somebody is afraid of spiders, the monster that looks like a spider is showing in front of him. So what you have to do to face your fears is shoot them with your shotgun. And this is what we are calling shotgun therapy.
Shoot them with the shotgun.
That's great. I think we should just have a look at some gameplay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, can we please have some gameplay?
I came to this city chasing the American dream. And what did I find? American nightmare, more like it. Something is twisting reality, and people's worst fears flooded the streets.
Oh wait, Strider, you said, are you saying Blood Bowl 3 is the worst of the franchise? Is that what you're saying?
Ruled by the Dreadweavers.
Oh, or do you mean Dark Fate?
New gear means
Legion. Maybe that's what you meant.
Every step deeper, we're risking it all.
Dark Fate, okay. Personally, I do not consider that movie the worst of the franchise. Pops.
It looks really cool. I played a lot already in early access. Also, the 1.0.
I couldn't stand that one. Come on, Pops.
What I find so fascinating is combat. You have such a small area, and you have these push mechanics, and you can push enemies into other enemies, and then they take more damage, or you push them into obstacles. And I think that is really good. But there are more mechanics to that, right?
Yeah. So I like to say that we have three pillars for the tactical combat. The one is the pushing.
I mean, I don't consider it great, but
The second one is
I
combined
definitely
with this,
prefer
because
Dark
there
Fate
are a lot of,
to the direction of
hazard
that
cells.
last
So
of
you can
Genesis, I think
push
it was.
somebody, for example, to the fire for additional damage, or over the ledge to the ocean, or on a cactus. So you can use your environment. And the third one is the overcoming, the mechanic that allows you to replenish your action if you kill any monster. And this allows you to have another move and another and another.
And Skynet's just a cool ass name, though. You know, Skynet is always forever going to be
well, because you can first push
scary.
some monster on an obstacle and on a better position for the another guy that pushes other monster to the position, and the third guy is coming in and finishing off them one by one.
Dude, yeah, I would love
and
Terminator
killing
Salvation
a
to
lot of
continue. That
enemies
would have
in
been
one
that was
turn.
supposed to be a 3-movie arc,
You know,
man. So freaking
the
awesome.
thing that I like here is that the difference between losing and killing everybody in one turn is sometimes just having a good idea how to combine all of those movements. And the moment, the eureka moment that you have, like when you find it, like, aha, I should go here, 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 and here, is a very satisfying element of the game.
Exactly. It feels like a tactical puzzle in a way.
Yeah, in a way, yes, definitely.
Yeah. No, it's really cool. But it's called Nightmare Frontier.
Yeah.
So there's also the nightmare mechanic.
Yeah. Yeah, so Nightmare is this this main force of the game that creates those monsters that we are fighting, and from the mechanical point of view, you have this nightmare meter on the top of your screen, and this shows the current power of the nightmare. And while you go further in the game, it can rise, or it can rise, for example, if you lose somebody in the combat. And when the nightmare is higher, more advanced enemies will spawn, and all of the enemies will get more upgrades, and they will be stronger. So it is important to keep this level low, because if it rises too much, it starts to be very difficult. However, this only is viable for the early game, because later in the game you are actually learning how to use the nightmare for your advantage, and for some builds of your team, it is actually better to have the high nightmare, because you can use it for your advantage.
Nightmare Frontier.
Yeah, I've not made it that far yet, but I noticed earlier that I got too greedy.
Yeah.
So maybe we talk about the gameplay loop, because I got too greedy, and I decided not to extract but continue onwards. That was a mistake. And then I lost 1 unit, and I had to fight with only 2.
Yeah.
I managed the first fight because I figured out the puzzle. I figured out who to push where, and then so that was okay. But then the nightmare level was too high, and the second fight was just, all right, that's it now.
Yeah. You know, this is this core aspect of this tactical looter, like this aspect to push the risk-reward mechanics, because we knew that we have the good tactical, and we wanted to frame it in something with a little more of excitement, because tactical is part where you are thinking how.
She already said you're getting Blood Bowl at the end,
and by rising the stakes, by going further and further, you are adding this excitement part. Should I go further, or maybe just run away with what you have? Because you know, from the one point of view, if you are too cautious, you won't be getting good loot, but you have to stay alive to enjoy the loot that you collected.
Exactly. I think that works really well. I'm a loot goblin, so I got too greedy. You mentioned the loot.
Yeah.
So as you fight,
I like games like XCOM too. Yeah, XCOM. I don't know. I guess that's the genre. Is it called XCOM-like?
And also
I don't know.
Monster.
Yeah, the parts of
materials.
Yeah, the parts of monsters. This is the key aspect of the upgrade system. that for more advanced upgrades of your equipment, you need parts of monsters. So while in the early game, you fight with those monsters just to survive and find some items in the city, later in the mid game and the late game,
TBS.
you actually start to hunt them.
Turn-based strategy. So what if you're looking for a game specifically like XCOM? You just turn-based strategy and just pulls up every freaking turn-based strategy game in the history of mankind. The vast majority don't play anything like an XCOM.
Kind of a metaphor of
just the fact that they're turn-based is the only deciding factor of that.
At some point you'll
It's so okay, Red Worm. All right.
So your people that you control, they are afraid of.
I guess good luck finding those.
There are 16.
Yeah, I guess Final Fantasy Tactics is like XCOM. I guess that makes a whole lot of sense.
There are lots of different ones, and that's how.
I'm looking very specifically for an XCOM style games. Final Fantasy Tactics because it's turn-based. Not exactly what I'm looking for, mate.
When you are getting more familiar with the game, it's actually very beneficial to combine the fears of your guys. So the
I want a van. I'm looking for a car that's like a van. Oh, you're looking for a Prius then, because it also is a car.
And if he will be in my team, the fires will spawn, and the two other guys can fear of the monsters.
You're right, Tony. A van is exactly the same as a Prius because they are both technically cars. You're right.
Good, proper combination.
You're right.
Of fears to your advantage.
Very smart.
Yeah.
Cool. There's lots more to explore then.
Hi, I'm looking for some sourdough bread. Sorry, here you go, sir. No, this is wheat bread. Well, it's technically bread, which is what you're looking for, right? No, I'm looking for sourdough bread. Yes, but this is bread.
Some quality of life updates.
Here you go. That's not what I'm looking for. Looking for sourdough bread. Yes, we are aware that you're looking for bread, sir. Here's bread. No! Gosh damn it!
Very team-based.
So, turn-based strategy would be the overall genre, correct? You are correct. But if you're looking for XCOM style turn-based strategy game, that is a subgenre within a genre. Not exactly. You can't just be like turn-based.
This one will land.
That covers every aspect of every turn-based game ever made.
What is your favorite field?
There are subgenres to this shit, guys.
So, from the perspective of aesthetics, I really like the Slaughterbound, the Field of Bulls.
Lord have mercy.
Because the guy is like this giant bull that have a cleaver in one hand, and in another hand, instead of the.
That's not the question I asked. I said, what would you call XCOM's genre? Like it's
really cool.
The XCOM-like, roguelike. You know, like there's roguelike and stuff. That's what I'm asking. If you were to look for XCOM-like games, what would you look for?
Really cool because.
What would you call that?
They are glass cannon. They are easy to kill, but they can when it's their turn, they can jump.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Point on map and deliver a lot of damage.
Is it just XCOM-like? Is that what we call them?
They are dropping ropes.
Is that what our official designation is?
To any place on the map by yourself, so you can use it for your advantage. And if you play it right,
tactical turn-based, so like TTB.
Very well with your other attack because you don't.
Where you live, Earth.
If you have the additional ability, additional ways to position yourself well, it is always good to use.
They sound fun.
An XCOM game. That's what I've been calling it since the original UFO. Yeah, I can understand that.
And good luck with the launch.
Yeah, thank you, and hope you all will have fun in the Nightmare Frontier.
I'm sure we will. Now, space strategy fans, this next one's for you. Let's take a look.
The galaxy has fallen. Empires lie broken.
Unicron?
The hive consumes the stars. In the age of shadows, only pirates thrive. From the darkness, a new power rises.
Shadow Rising, Distant Worlds 2. Distant Worlds is a cool ass game too.
Shadows Rising introduces a new starting point with the Age of Shadows, a turbulent era before the major empires have emerged. The galaxy is fragmented, with pirate activity dominating vast regions of space, underdeveloped independent systems struggling to survive, and external threats like the Hive active from the start. With this new experience, you can now play as the fully space-based pirates. You can choose to play as an established pirate faction, putting you in control of your own pirate base and fleet. Or start as a lone pirate and survive in hostile space with just a single ship. Whichever path you choose, you'll select one of 4 pirate archetypes that shape your early strategy. Pirates offer a balanced approach. Smugglers specialize in resource trading and black market networks. Raiders focus on aggression and resource acquisition through force, while mercenaries profit by selling their military services. You will expand your influence across vulnerable worlds through contracts, trade, smuggling, raids, and other
Not
pirate
quite like
activity,
Stellaris,
all
but
to establish
it is a
hidden
space
pirate
strategy game.
bases that act as footholds and sources of income. Later, upgrade these bases to fortresses, and finally, the criminal network to lay the foundations of your own planetary empire. Alternatively,
The whole thing is
build a
called
legendary Anarchopolis
Tactical
to
Turn-Based
stay in place
Isometric
and
Combat
reach the
Game. That
status
is a
of
mouthful.
Legendary pirate. Players who start as a lone pirate can eventually create their own pirate faction, transitioning from a single ship to a full-fledged pirate organization, or instead survive long enough to prove to the galaxy that they are a legendary lone pirate. The wider galaxy offers contracts from empires, independent colonies, and shadow ports, ranging from espionage and deliveries to sabotage and targeted destruction. Shadow ports serve as neutral hubs beyond the reach of law, where technology, ships, information, and illicit goods are freely exchanged. The black market adds another layer of opportunity through high-risk trade in contraband and restricted resources. Players can also accept privateering contracts, fighting on behalf of other powers for a price, in effect, combining piracy with organized warfare. At any time, you can take direct control of your ship using an upgraded bridge mode, seamlessly switching between strategic management and ship-level gameplay. Ultimately, your goal as a pirate is to either follow in the footsteps of planetary empires to become one yourself, or to instead reach the status of legendary pirate. Empire gameplay now benefits from new systems and tools from the expanded pirates, giving players more opportunities to experience the galaxy in their own way. Place contract requests on the market to fulfill key
Dude, look at that guy's
resource shortages.
throat. Look at that.
Negotiate
Blah, blah, blah.
agreements with pirates to fight wars on your behalf, and trade with expanded junkyard shadow ports for their valuable salvage to bolster your fleets or discover technological breakthroughs. Fight them.
Dude, that's a
ignore them,
koala
and
with a
work
gun.
them. The pirates will provide new paths for any Empire playstyle. The galaxy lives on.
That was Distant Worlds 2, Shadows Rising, launching on the 7th of October. And the big news is pirates are fully playable. As you just saw, you can start as a lone pirate with a single ship, or you can run an entire pirate faction, build your network through smuggling, raids, espionage, and you can turn the galaxy into a battle between warlords, smugglers, and the Hive.
Well, we might have
If
to
you're
play
interested
this one,
in
chat.
to Shadows Rising, wishlist it now. Joining me now, my next guest is Alberto.
Hi, Katie.
Slitherine's Business Development Manager. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
for being
It's
here.
good to be here. Hi, everyone.
Let's start with Radio Commander
Yes.
41. Let's see a gameplay video.
Battlefield communication has been crucial throughout history. In Radio Commander Pacific 41, command is conducted entirely through radio communication, not direct control. Reports from the field could arrive delayed and incomplete, requiring constant interpretation and rapid decision-making. Set in the Pacific theater of World War II, the campaign unfolds across a chain of island operations, each mission introducing new objectives, constraints, and tactical variables. The mission set includes scenarios inspired by real historical battles, alongside fictional operations designed to test your command abilities under pressure. As the campaign progresses, new units become available. Infantry and Marines for frontline engagements, armored units to break enemy defenses, aircraft for reconnaissance and strike capability, and the destroyer delivers long-range fire support. Unit status can be assessed through regular communication regarding location, combat readiness, enemy in contact, and overall condition. Ammunition expenditure and casualty levels must be monitored carefully. If supplies are depleted or losses become severe, withdrawal, regrouping, or resupplying the field base may be necessary to preserve operational strength. Bombing runs and artillery fire can suppress enemy infantry, reducing their accuracy, sight, and movement speed. There are some commander's tools for working on the map. Ruler helps you estimate distances on the map, while map tools will help to get the exact elevation at a specific point of terrain. You can also draw on the map to visualize the situation, track how it develops, and remember your own plans. In Radio
If you can do
Commander
voice commands, that'd be
41,
great.
Victory belongs to the commander who can interpret the chaos of war and make the right decision before it's too late.
Just give out the orders. That'd be kind of cool, like through the voice chat.
Tell us about Radio Commander Pacific 41.
Thank you. Well, the original Radio Commander was called Radio Commander Vietnam 64. It came out in 2019, and it's been a few years since another team has been working behind the scenes on a spin-off. In this case, we're talking of Radio Commander Pacific 41. It's of course set in the Pacific Theater from the American side. Compared to Vietnam 64, we can say it's a lot more ambitious. The scale is bigger, the campaign is longer, and the combat mechanics are more in-depth. Basically, it conserves all the original elements that made the original Radio Commander unique. A fully diegetic UI, an immersion value in which you feel as a commander making use of a radio and sending commands, sending orders to the units under your command, and receiving reports from them. Sometimes, there's a bit of delay between your orders and them being executed or receiving reports from your men. And of course, you need to update the map yourself. There's no information that is handed easily to you. You have to be a bit of a juggler, so to speak. It's both a strategy game, and I like to think it's also a time management game in the sense that you need to be able to juggle a lot of elements at the same time, and you need to be able to coordinate your efforts in a very realistic manner. And I think that no other game really scratches that itch, so to speak.
I've not seen anything like it. I didn't play Vietnam, but I'm very intrigued by you don't really see a battle happening, but you get all these bits of information and then you have to make the map yourself, really, where everything is.
Exactly. You have to keep track of the information presented to you. And sometimes that information can be presented in a very frantic way, because you have to imagine that you are in the shoes of a commander in the, behind the lines in a comfortable.
Just think, there's a whole bunch of people that this is how. It's a video game, but there's a lot of people that they lived this, man. They were the radio operator.
So you're well away from actual combat, but the units reporting to you are in combat. So sometimes they might give you frantic reports. You might have to take decisions on the spot. So for instance, if a unit reports that they are under enemy fire, you might decide to order them to fall back, or you might decide to tell them to stay their ground and sacrifice them, because them falling back would lead to a worse result in the overall big scheme of things. So it's a very unique game because it really represents also the kind of ethical choices that a commander has to take in that kind of situation. The game is a series of missions in which, once again, you play as the Americans in World War II on the Pacific Theater, and you go island hopping essentially from the start of the war up until the very end.
Sounds great. I'm fascinated. Do we have a release window for that?
Yes. The game is shipping up pretty well. We are confident to say that the game will be coming out this winter.
Ooh,
yes.
Exciting.
Very much looking forward to it.
That's very good. But Radio Commander is a series.
Yes.
So you talked about Vietnam, now you're working on Pacific, but there's more, isn't there?
Exactly. The more attentive viewers have noticed that might have noticed that I mentioned that this is a spin-off and another team was working on this spin-off. The original team, the original developers of Radio Commander Vietnam 64 have been working on another Radio Commander title, which we are about to unveil today.
All right.
Should I say it or should we?
No, say it.
Yes.
We want to know.
It's called Radio Commander Battle of Britain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Battle of Britain 40, sorry.
Battle of Britain. There you go. During the Blitz.
In the Radio Commander series, in the sense that it expands a lot on the original elements of the Radio Commander series. You are in charge of the defense of the home islands and the Royal Air Force in 1940, in those crucial months during the summer, while the Luftwaffe was trying to, to annihilate the Royal Air Force and create a window of time for a German invasion of the United Kingdom. And your task is to prevent them. Your task is to basically use whatever information you're given by radars, by observation corps, by patrol squads, and react to them in real time. It's for the first time in the series, it goes well beyond the original mechanics of the Radio Commander game. In this case, we have an accurate representation of the Dowding system. The Dowding system was this super complex organization system through which the British were able to coordinate all the.
It'd be kind of interesting. You have to order intercepts of the freaking the German bombers as they come in. That'd be kind of neat.
The Luftwaffe, and organizing a rapid transfer from the Royal Air Force, and we have that in the game. And it's a unique concept, and no other game does it. So we're quite enthusiastic about it.
Yeah. That sounds really cool. So another game where the battlefield is invisible and you just get the data points.
Exactly. This is also the other big change compared to the Radio Commander series is that for the first time this won't be a series of linked missions. It will be a continuous campaign in real time.
Okay.
So basically, day after day, you will have to coordinate the defense of the home islands. So this is an entirely new concept in the Radio Commander series, because in Radio Commander, both Vietnam and Pacific, you have missions that are pretty much self-contained, not in this one. It's basically like a grand strategy game with a campaign that lasts several hours. And whatever choices you make have serious repercussions. So I believe
that's what you want to do. Move stuff with the stick, little pointer.
In the Radio Commander.
But we have a battalion that just moved here,
Yes.
Can I ask about a release date for that?
This one it will take a bit more time. So we're talking next year, but we'll likely open a beta soon. So be on the lookout because you can apply to the beta.
Exciting.
Yes.
Lots of news about Radio Commander, the series. Now for something completely new, let's watch some gameplay.
Oh, goody.
Air superiority is built on information, timing, and control of a complex network. In Radio Commander Battle of Britain 40, control of RAF Fighter Command falls into the hands of the player at the height of the Luftwaffe offensive. At the core of operations lies the Dowding system, Britain's revolutionary integrated air defence network. Radar stations detect incoming raids. Ground observers confirm visual contact. Inside the filter room, fragmented reports are processed into a coherent picture of the battlefield. But that picture is never complete. The map reflects perceived enemy positions, not their true location. Spitfire and Hurricane squadrons can be directed in real time. Interceptors are scrambled, responses to raids coordinated, and engagements timed with precision. Operations extend beyond aircraft
Imagine defending
management
against Battle of Britain.
Squadrons can remain airborne only as long as fuel reserves allow.
That's pretty sick.
Repairing windows must be considered before damaged planes return to combat.
This would be
Pilot
so
fatigue and
involved.
morale also play a critical role. as an exhausted squadron can become just as vulnerable as one heavily outnumbered. The dowding system itself can also be expanded and refined. Plotters and tellers may be recruited, procedures upgraded, directives adjusted, and the network enlarged to meet the growing threat. The infrastructure developed determines the quality of available intelligence, and that intelligence determines the available options. Luftwaffe tactics evolve dynamically according to battlefield conditions.
Bomb the British airfields and ignore the city's Eagles auto win. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Every time I read about this or watch videos about this, it's like I still can't believe they didn't do that. They bombed our cities, so let's bomb theirs. That's not a pathway to victory. I don't care. Okay.
Will be preserved and managed carefully throughout the long campaign as history evolves.
Literally trolling Britain, literally trolling Germany into losing the war.
Cool.
Very cool.
Do you want to talk about the gameplay?
Sure.
What did we see?
Sure. So the players who are most familiar with the Radio Commander series will have spotted some differences already. First off, as I was saying, it's a continuous campaign. It's not a series of missions linked together anymore. The whole map plays very differently compared to a Radio Commander series, to other Radio Commander games in the series. For instance, as you might imagine, airplane squadrons are much faster than any infantry squad that you might give orders to in other Radio Commander titles. So it's less about keeping track of what your planes are doing or what your units are doing. It's more about interpreting the information that is given to you correctly, in the sense that radars back then were, they could be, they were of course super useful. They were
didn't bomb their cities. The bomb ball bearing factory happened to be in the city. Yeah, exactly.
Precise location and also size of the enemy squadrons. So in a way, there's an element of guesswork involved. You have to manage your forces. You have to decide which sector of England you want to defend, which you're willing to sacrifice. You have to you have to be able to rotate your forces. You have to manage your resources on the long run, rather than thinking on how to win this specific scenario. It's a very different experience, I would say, because you have to think about how to win the actual war. You're not, in the other Commander titles, you are focused on winning the battle. In this one, you have to think about the bigger picture. You have to think about how to win the war. And you will incur into losses. Sometimes the Luftwaffe will bomb your convoys. Sometimes they will be able to bomb your cities. Other times they will bomb your bases. Sometimes they will bomb your radars, your hangars. You can't defend everything. You have to decide which parts you want to defend, which of the assets at your disposal are most useful
notifying
for the war
me about
effort.
stuff and things.
All in all, it's as I said, it's an unparalleled depth never seen before in the Radio Commander series.
Sounds tough.
Yes, it is very tough.
Then it's war. You can't just do everything right. And
yeah, exactly.
There's going to be a lot to this, but man, it's going to be one of those games where you really feel like you're living that experience,
because you never really know until you are able to receive reports of what is going on, and you're left hanging with a bit of tension in the air. And I think that's amazing. I can't think of other strategy games that have that sort of feeling of anticipation and uncertainty about what is going to happen. You're left wondering, am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? And you can know, because the information at your disposal is incomplete. You have to, in a way, also understand what the enemy is doing.
Make hard decisions.
Like poker, maybe,
Exactly.
So it's a weird analogy, but I think it works.
No, I think I can understand that, because you have the information, but you don't know if it's correct. You don't know if you understood it correctly. And
yeah, exactly. Yeah. You don't know the whole picture. I've been playing the build. I've been watching how the AI plays with the debug mode, so I see what it's doing, and then I play without the fog of war disabled, so I can know what the AI is doing, and guessing, being able to guess correctly what the AI is doing and understanding their strategy and reacting accordingly.
Yeah, you can always wish list it, keep an eye on it.
That is really cool. But I guess players can't cheat then and turn off fog of war. That's just
well,
what you can
I
do.
really hope that it will be disabled in the final game.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool. And I already asked, the release date is going to be sometime next year.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. How about we go into space now and watch some gameplay for a different game.
Oh, space building. Space Station Designer.
In Space Station Designer, humanity's future in space begins with a single vision. Take charge of a private aerospace company and build the orbital infrastructure that will power the next era of space exploration and industry. Your journey starts small, a single core module in low Earth orbit. From there, you'll design and expand modular space stations, manage astronauts and logistics, unlock advanced technologies, and develop a growing network of orbital outposts.
Sales should be going on now,
and beyond.
I think.
But building stations
Try
is
restarting
part of the
Steam.
challenge.
Yeah.
Support
there you go.
scientific research, manufacture commercial goods, provide services, accommodate space tourists,
I want
and
a
help
video
create
game
the
where we
foundations
play
of a
as a
thriving
data
space
center.
economy. As your company grows, so does your ambition. Expand into higher orbits, connect stations through transportation networks, and transform
I
isolated
want to take. It's like, you need more water. How would you like to do it? And to have a tough decision. Spend money and expand the reservoir to expand the water.
Optimize your infrastructure. to
Steal
meet
the
new
neighborhood's
challenges
water.
And opportunities.
Save money.
Whether you prefer guided progression,
Steal the neighborhood's water. Incite riots. Oh no. They burned down the data center. Oh no.
Space Station Designer
You lose.
lets you shape
Oh golly
humanity's
gee.
future in your own way.
Install politicians that back up our right to steal water. You have quelled the masses. Initiate propaganda campaign against the opposing party.
What comes next?
You know, shit like that would be funny.
With Space Station Designer.
That was Space Station Designer, releasing on the 18th of November.
Too real.
And you start in a single core module, you grow it into orbital
Little
outposts,
political slash
doing research,
survival game.
managing, your logistics, and the ultimate goal is to build the lunar space elevator. We will
Provide
reveal more
poison
about
water
that
to
soon.
locals. Yeah.
Now,
Population
back to you,
dies.
Cynthia. Thank you for not running away.
Data center collapses. No
More
workers.
To tell us, more news to share.
Yes.
Invest in automated workers.
Yes.
We've put out the launch, which was originally the 15th of July. You explained why in a Steam post, but maybe quickly explain now why you did that.
So a couple of weeks ago, we announced that we will delay the game.
Thank you, Arnie.
Just to give you the full context, we have received...
Battle Plan is a cool idea for a video game. It really is unique.
Test and in the playtest that we ran. That said, it's a unique and original concept, and we want to be absolutely 100% sure that we're getting it right from the get-go. Since it's so innovative, there are so many things that can go wrong, especially in the UI, or can be suboptimal, and we want them to be optimal. For that reason, we took the decision to postpone the launch to get those things right. More specifically, we're working on making the orders more precise and more reactive, and also to make the army management tool to make it easier for the player to merge their units. Those are the main areas, plus of course the usual bug fixing and polishing.
Okay. I think it's great that you
Hey,
can
Robert.
it and not just push out something that's not good or half finished.
Yeah.
So I think that's great.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of an overwhelming reception and anticipation about the game, so we want to make it to do it right. Yeah.
Good. For everybody who doesn't know what we're talking about,
Yeah.
what is Battle Plan? Just a
Yeah,
short sentence.
I'll try to be brief. Battle Plan is a unique take on the operational strategy genre, in the sense that it's a real-time game.
No, it's not really Heart of Iron Light, because it plays.
Feature of Hearts of Iron.
It is a battle map, but it plays kind of differently from what you would expect from Hearts of Iron.
You don't handle the.
This isn't like the political intrigue of Hearts of Iron and all that stuff and developing your nation. This is more like you're actually deployed in a certain battle, and you're the commander who's planning the battle plan. So in terms of like Hearts of Iron, this would be like
high-level decisions about the kind of
very centralized location, like of where you're sending your units to attack. You know what I'm saying? So it's much smaller scale. Focused on like major battles, and you literally are drawing the battle plan in real time on what you want your units to do.
You have this continuous map, which is not.
In this way, it'd be more RTS like than Hearts is. If that makes sense.
Map that you need to take into account when planning your battles. So it's a unique concept, and as you can see, there's also some sort of
it's a very unique style game, or I guess not in a more like Broken Arrow, but instead of like controlling the units, you do no control. You are just the commander giving them the orders from a battle map, basically.
People love the fantasy that we are trying to convey,
and they have to execute your orders to the best of their ability.
We have something really
just
cool
like real generals do.
That's why we want to, make sure that we do it right.
That is good to hear. What are the long-term?
And then just like a real general, when the units fail because your battle and your logistics suck ass, you can blame the troops for not having enough guts to get the job done. And if only you had better officers, you would win. But because you have cowardly officers and commanders, that's the only reason you lost. Not because your battle plan sucked. It's because they sucked.
But we know that this concept could be applied to many different theaters, and there are so many mechanics that we would like to expand
Obviously.
upon. Therefore, we already started thinking about what's next for Battle Plan after launch.
Yeah.
The first DLC will be featuring a German campaign, more specifically in 1940, so the invasion of Benelux and France, the second big blitzkrieg in World War II. And for each campaign, for each theater that we bring to Battle Plan, we're going to
never accept responsibility for yourself.
Mechanics. So for the first DLC,
always blame everyone else.
The blitzkrieg in France and Netherlands and Belgium, we've decided to focus on air power. So make the way airplane squadrons work a lot deeper, a lot more interesting, especially when it comes to differentiating different type of planes. And changing the behavior of bombing and recon planes. Those are the main things that we're working on. But we also, we have a lot of ideas for future mechanics and future theaters. And we know that this concept can be expanded a lot. But we are still not quite ready to tell more about it.
Of course. No, that's great. Thank you for telling us what
we
you
played
did.
the demo for this.
And thank you for being
like I said, it's an involved game, but damn, is it cool as hell.
Yeah, we'll take a short break now, but don't run away. Stay tuned for more game news.
Yay. Chat, Slitherine is doing a franchise sale, so you can get that Starship Troopers for 45% off. Highly recommend if you love the Starship Troopers video or shows, whatever. This is the video game. It's very well done. Those of you who like the classical hex-based World War II games, Panzer Corps 2 is 60% off. Distant Worlds 2, 65% off, chat. ICBM Escalation, 30% off if you like nukes and nuking stuff. Nightmare Frontier is 25% off. That's the XCOM like. Terminator Dark Fate is also incredible, 40% off. Doesn't even matter if you like the Dark Fate movie or not. The game itself is awesome. Very squad-based, very tactical kind of game, but real-time strategy. Blood Bowl 3 is 50% off, chat. Radio Commander Vietnam is 75% off. We just saw a trailer for the future games coming for this. And Broken Arrow is 15% off. Also, Warhammer Battle Sector is 70% off right now. Would highly recommend you pick that up, just because it'll introduce you to so much of 40K, like the units and the combat style and the weapons and stuff, and a lot of like the tabletop rule set is in that game.
Bolt action lies the mechanic
Bolt action!
that made the tabletop game stand out from traditional turn-based systems. The Order Dice. Adapted for the digital battlefield, Order Dice replaced the traditional I go, you go turn structure with dynamic activations that unfold throughout the match, creating a battlefield that feels unpredictable, reactive, and constantly evolving. One unit at a time, one decision at a time. Every order die changes the battle. Infantry squads, weapon teams, vehicles, and officers all compete for your attention. Knowing which unit to commit and when to commit it can be just as important as where you move it. You need a plan, but you also need to react when the battlefield changes. Whether you know the 6 orders from the tabletop game or you're discovering bolt action for the first time, one thing quickly becomes clear. Victory is not just about eliminating every enemy unit. For example, the Fire Order allows a unit to focus entirely on delivering accurate firepower. It is ideal for holding a key position, suppressing a threat, or finishing off a vulnerable target. Ambush is about patience. Instead of acting immediately, a unit prepares to react. Hold your nerve. Wait for the enemy to move. Then strike at exactly the right moment. Indirect fire introduces another layer of tactical decision-making. Artillery can reach enemies hiding behind cover, applying pressure where direct weapons cannot. Effective use of support weapons can disrupt defensive positions and force opponents to rethink their plans. Positioning remains critical. Direct attacks can win ground, but a well-executed flank can expose vulnerable targets, bypass strong defenses, and create the opportunity your opponent did not see coming. For long-term bolt-action commanders, this brings the tactical tension of the tabletop game to the digital battlefield. For new players,
See Games Workshop
approach to turn-based World War
can be
II
done.
strategy. Join the community for future announcements, development
It's not gonna
updates,
hurt you.
and more gameplay reveals.
It's gonna be
Wish list
fine.
Bolt action today.
Look at bolt action. In the sneak peek, you saw the dynamic activation system, tactical orders, indirect fire, flanking maneuvers, and also the strategic decision-making that impacts every single battle. Now, I've got one more gameplay for you before the big finish. Let's roll it.
Elite All-American is a DLC expansion for Panzer Corps II that places you in command of the legendary 82nd Airborne Division, the famed All-American Division. Follow one of the most
82nd all the way.
baptism by fire during the invasion of Sicily, through the Italian campaign, the D-Day airborne landings in Normandy, Operation Market Garden, the Battle of the Bulge, and the final Allied advance into Germany. The campaign focuses on high-intensity airborne warfare, where your forces are dropped behind enemy lines to seize vital objectives, adapt to chaotic battlefield conditions, and withstand determined Axis counterattacks. Success depends on careful planning, coordinated infantry assaults, effective use of support weapons, and preserving your experienced core force. The DLC introduces new historically inspired scenarios, U.S. airborne units, specialized equipment, and late war reinforcements. Unlike previous Elite campaigns, Elite All-American emphasizes close quarters infantry combat and airborne operations, offering a fresh tactical experience while remaining true to the classic objective-driven gameplay of Panzer Corps. Optional bonus objectives and customizable heroes provide additional challenges and replayability. Drop in and lead the All-Americans through the decisive battles of World War II.
That was the new Panzer Corps II Elite DLC, All-American, out now. You command
There you
the
go.
legendary 82nd Airborne through a 9-mission campaign from Sicily to Germany. And now for the big finish, I have 2 guests with me. Marco is back. Welcome back.
Thank you.
And then we have a new guest, and that is Mathieu from Cyanide. You're the lead engineer.
Hi.
Thank you for being here. Well, welcome.
Thanks.
So we're going to recap for everybody. You've been asking about Blood Bowl. Now it's time. Since the 1st of July, Blood Bowl is now acquired by Slitherine. And you're working in close partnership with Cyanide.
We are.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
We
also,
are.
also
We're
Games
trying.
Workshop.
We're trying hard. Yeah, despite flight delays.
That was a cheap shot. Yes.
Yeah.
Apart from the flight
But this
delays.
is, I mean, this is interesting because the first time we had to go and visit Cyanide, our flight was cancelled. Now Mathieu is coming, and 2 flights were cancelled, so he had to take a 3rd flight. So it's like.
But I made it.
You made it.
You are
we
here.
did it.
We're all very glad about that.
Yeah. So, well, before we sort of, I guess that I've been following the chat, and there was a lot of where is Blood Bowl? Where is Blood Bowl? We want Blood Bowl, and that's fine. So where we are, I mean, first of all, we just started, looking into it and so on. So things will take time, but for now, we have some key things that we want to reassure the community with. And that's what was promised already, and the plan that was to release a new Blood Bowl stays. That's the key part that we want to reassure everyone with. Where do you want to start? We want to start from where we are now and how we lead to Warhammer Blood Bowl.
Yeah, we know.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I read that
so
speed.
Basically, first thing,
Tomb Kings.
Yeah. There were 2 key beats between now and the release of Warhammer Blood Bowl. So the new season, season 12.
We need to do a
coming
season of
soon.
this. I haven't done this yet.
Yeah, give us a bit of details about that.
Yeah, it's going to be like a new season with a new battle pass containing mostly exclusive items. And then we're also going to make available a big bunch of items which were behind the Nuffle Deals special rotation beforehand. So we're going to release a lot of cosmetics in the Battle Pass and in the store.
And that means that you have, there's going to be like hundreds of these, right, available?
Oh yeah, from the Nuffle Deals, in the store. It's going to be a good time to go back and have a look because, it's going to be massive.
That's great. And the second big thing we have between now and the release of Warhammer Blood Bowl is the release of the demo.
Yeah.
Right. So just after the summer, we don't know a date yet because we have to go through.
This is Blood Bowl 4.
Testing processes and so on. What will the demo contain?
The demo will be a sneak peek of a new streamlined.
Oh, I know, Sturgoth. I'm in the testing phase because I'm doing this all myself, So I'm running into issues that I didn't realize were issues. So trying to sort them out as I go. So it's like early testing.
7 versus 7 on a smaller pitch. So, yeah, we're going to embrace the madness. In the demo, you're going to have a ladder where you could play with predefined teams for the 5 factions that are going to be available. New rules, of course. Like this is going to be the first sneak peek at the mode and also at the new rules.
Blood Bowl 3 had some issues, yeah.
So, yeah, you are going to have the competition for the, competitive persons.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have all the friendly games options.
No, they're changing to name. Name. What do you mean?
Hot seat with your lad, couch playing, right? And you're going to have online games too. So this is going to be like a nugget showing the new rules.
Right.
In a very streamlined and approachable way.
That's really cool. And then, this leads us into Warhammer Blood Bowl, which is going to release before the end of the year.
Awesome.
That's the only precise. That's how much precise we can be right now. That's a commitment already, right?
It is a commitment, yes.
Oh, they're just redoing Blood Bowl 3.
Endish of July. It's not going to take that much longer.
Yeah.
We'll get it.
Coming soon. Indeed.
Soon, TM. So Warhammer Blood Bowl, can I call that a reboot?
Yeah.
Is that, how does it tie in with Blood Bowl 3?
That would be fair, because I'm going to go through the key points of Warhammer Blood Bowl. this is going to be...
Well, they're in good hands with Slitherine. Like, Slitherine knows
that would have been released at the
to
time.
take out a lot of the bullshit, you know, because they had a lot of bullshit in Blood Bowl 3. So I'm assuming that they're rehashing this to be a true experience of the Blood Bowl board game, which is exactly what it should be.
Completely different. Talking of onboarding, massive work on that. Like, if you never played Blood Bowl, this is now a great time to start, because work went into it. Then there's also tremendous amount of work on all the UI of the game. Blood Bowl is a very demanding game UI-wise. It's a game of two parts, with managing your team and playing a game. The core elements of those two UI systems have been deeply revamped with 2 years of experience now. That's where it comes from. It's not blind guesses and lunacies. Like, we have the data about what we missed, what was wrong.
I don't recall, because I remember I did Blood Bowl 3, but wasn't greed the deciding factor that kind of ruined it?
Put a lot of effort into making that.
They tried to make, like, they tried to nickel and dime people for shit?
Of course, no. The demo is a sneak peek, but there's going to be Rumble as a thing in the game.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, and they just killed people's interest. I think, like, redoing it, rebranding it is probably the right choice here.
As a new thing, right? It has a different rhythm than classical Blood Bowl 11s. And yeah, we're fairly confident it's going to bring a new audience, because
we'll treat Blood Bowl 3 as an early access. You know,
cover.
well, as they figured out what they had to do.
How important single player is going to be as well, because we come with a.
The only thing that worked right was the in-game store. Oh my gosh!
And vocal community of multiplayer players, but there's a big element in there about new people coming in just for the single player experience.
That's right, and that's.
Slitherine will sort this out.
Of the launch of
they know how to do their model. They'll sort it out.
We tried to catch up with the Eternal League a bit later, but with Warhammer Blood Bowl, like solo, God, there's so much things. Like, the AI is currently receiving a tremendous amount of work, and it's gonna be fun. Like, that's a bold statement to make, but I make it. There's gonna be more options to make the competitions you want, because we found out about solo, looking at the 2 years of data we have, that a lot of competitions are only AIs and one guy playing. And we're giving many options for those players to make the competition they want to play. Like, they will be able to build the team the AI will play. They're going to be able, which, by the way, will evolve in a much sounder manner, because we have 2 years of data about how does a lineman evolve. We're going to leverage that to make the AI progression more realistic, and then provide a better experience when you play like a deep round-robin game, deep round-robin competitions with plenty of AIs. So that's going to be an improvement too. And many of the zany tweaks we introduced with the Eternal League, and some of the latest community events, with the Ascension mode, with the no turnover gameplay tweak, with the frogs extravaganzas, they're all going to be available. If you want to play a competition where you play against frogs, it's going to be doable. And that one, like, is maybe not the one that's going to be the most popular, but, any tweaks that were in Blood Bowl 3, only available in Eternal League or community events, is going to make it to any competition you want to set up, or friendly game. And because the setup is just becoming more and more deep, because we're providing more options, we just added some quality of life features, like you build your perfect competition, and when it's over, then you have a button to restart it. And then it just creates a new competition with all the same setup, all the same teams, and you can play it again. And from the glaring things we missed, the save feature is gonna happen. It should always have been here, but yeah, it's happening in Warhammer Blood Bowl. Like the sneak peek of, you're playing a game, real life happens, you have a button, you play, save and quit, you go deal with your life, and when you come back, seamlessly, you're back in the game, and you can end it.
That's It's
only a few
already a
points.
lot. It's already a lot.
Only a few points, guys.
Yeah.
I could go on.
It's already a lot. I want to just sort of share a bit about the model, the business model and everything, because that's also a big important part where we have to sort of confront with very local aspects of how things should be done. I think the game will contain 14 factions, right? The Warhammer Blood Bowl will have 14 factions, including the Toon Kings and Bretonnians are in the base game, in the Warhammer paper game. So commercials or business model. So for me, the mantra is, if we cannot explain it in 10 words, we don't do it. So all of the complications, all of the complications of how does it work, how do I get this, how do I get that, we're trying to get, as simple as possible.
Streamlining stuff.
Yes, but some of it will require a little bit of compromise, of course, because there are things that, of course, we want to take care of. So first of all, in the transition, all the players who own Blood Bowl 3 and own content within Blood Bowl 3 will receive everything they already own for free.
Yeah.
And that's one important element.
All factions, all cosmetics.
If you own it, you've got it.
Exactly.
The second thing is that Blood Pass will be free. So we're not going to charge anymore for the Blood Pass.
I'm pretty certain that I'm sure the devs of this game also did not like what they probably were forced to do.
And all that kind of stuff, but it's not going to be behind a paywall or anything, which I hope people will like.
Hey, we'll see. I mean,
the other element is that all DLCs, all factions will become DLCs. So we will not make factions available within the game as in-app purchases. They will sit in the stores with their own product pages, and we'll make all the
Purchase
bundles,
with Warpstone,
all the nice promotions to make sure that we don't, overcharge and everything else, because that's the key thing. We know how many Warpstones every faction is worth, but that's an element. So very important. We're going to publish this on all the product pages as well and so on. But if you own Warpstones, if
nobody liked the Warpstone shit.
Warpstones sitting somewhere, just use them between now and the release of Warhammer Blood Bowl, because after that you'll only be able to use the Warpstones for the cosmetics. And that's very important. We'll keep screaming about it, because we don't want a situation where basically people are players are gonna say, right, I didn't see it or whatever. So we're gonna make it very clear that you have up until the release of Warhammer Blood Bowl to spend your Warpstones for factions.
Skaven love Warpstone. I would argue that only some Skaven like Warpstone.
Cracking packs of factions available.
Skaven that get experimented on probably aren't a fan of it.
Just saying.
No, absolutely. If you already own it, go and spend them all. That's absolutely worth saying. There's actually a sale that just started now for Blood Bowl, so you'll have a lot of opportunities to spend the money, spend the Warpstones between now and the release of the game. What else? World Championship.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way. Yeah, so this is sort of confirming the date of release, because the plan for the World Championship is it's going to happen somewhere in the beginning of 2027, between December 26 and February or March 2027. It's going to be played on Warhammer Blood Bowl.
Yeah.
Yay!
With the new rules.
Maybe we should do our own season when this comes out, because we never did it before.
So it's happening.
Yes, and same structure.
And it's just a fun ass game to play, It's like a community thing. It's an easy community thing to do,
The championship has been confirmed. We are, so trying to move forward as if, everything stays as it is.
It's a transition.
It is a transition. We are, to me, what I see is that Warhammer Blood Bowl is the Blood Bowl for the ages. So
I mean, we might have made it a league way back in the day, but I don't know. I'll have to double check.
The Blood Bowl that will be, you know, the Blood Bowl that stays forever. And I think that, you know, this is a vision that we share with you. I mean, we've discussed it with
you hear that sound? It's time for me to wake up, start my day.
Yeah, and we're trying to leverage this transition to make the game how good as it should be. But some bits were good, like the last world events were cracking events, and we're gonna keep them running, right? So I've been talking a lot about improvements and adding stuff, but there's also good things to keep. Like the community has been fantastic. Yeah, I say that, deal with it. And then what the team organizing the World Championship has been doing was fantastic, and we're gonna keep it running.
Yeah, and
so only keep the best parts and make the other one better.
And I have to say that Blood Bowl.
Isn't Samsung's event today?
From what we've seen, you know, in the last few weeks and months, monitoring and understanding and so on, I have to say that, you know, there've been, I can receive very good vibes about, you know, receiving feedback in a positive way. So I'm very happy about that. Excited as well. Yeah. What is the, you know, in looking at the future of Warhammer Blood Bowl, what are the things that you look forward the most?
Oh God, so many things. Genuinely, so many things, because with it's a unique chance we're given to get a fresh start and to do things how they should be. And now we can say that with 2 years of.
If I do a season of Blood Bowl, you'd buy it to play with the crew. Yeah, I'm thinking like I do want to do a season.
Being on par, catching up with the tabletop.
I'll probably play a Skaven.
Personally, really eager to
we'll figure it out.
And we're preparing for it. Like, we're going to keep having seasons, but at the moment, there's a bunch of things that overlap in the term season. There's the competitive season that overlaps with the Battle Pass, which overlaps with the faction. Eventually, we're going to be on par with the tabletop releases. So we won't have any factions, but the competitive scene will keep living. We're going to have qualifiers for the world and such. So how much wiggle room we're going to get once those things get untangled is something I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
That keeps me awake.
Norse team.
And then
nah, man.
What's going to Rumble become?
If they have the pirate faction. Pirate Coast, I would do that. Vampire Coast, I'd do that. But
I think that my big thing is going to be how we attract new players and how the onboarding of new players also is happening, because I think the opportunity is to grow to a massively bigger community of active players, and maybe some of these players will go and play the championships and become active multiplayer game players as well. So looking forward to that, and looking forward to working with you guys.
All the same.
And so it's all very exciting. Is it?
That was the news about Blood Bowl,
yeah.
Right? It is very exciting. Thank you, Mathieu and Marco, for being here and talking about this.
Cheers.
And that's all I've got for you.
Tomb Kings sound cool as well, though.
This is it now for today's Slitherine Next. Thank you all for joining us. A huge thank you to the guests as well. And wishlist the games that you're excited about. Follow for more. And we'll see you at the next one, which is going to be on December.
Bye,
3rd.
Slitherine.
Take care and good night.
Awesome. They nailed it. Good announcements. Good. Again, chat, you can get the entire Slitherine publisher is on sale right now. Mini games, specifically Warhammer 40k Battle Sector, is 70% off, which I highly recommend, chat. Highly. Distant Worlds 2, Starship Troopers. I love this game as well. This is a good RTS for RTS fans out there. It's 45% off. Recommend you get that. Panzer Corps 2 for World War II fans who like that hex-based style. That's 60% off. You can snag that. Distant Worlds 2. I don't know much about Distant Worlds 2, but it is 65% off. ICB if you love nuclear weapons and want to use them. Nightmare Frontier. I have not played this one either. It's 25% off. The XCOM like. Terminator Dark Fate. Doesn't matter if you don't like the Dark Fate movie. This game is awesome. It is very strategic, very detailed for an RTS. And then Blood Bowl 3 is 50% off. And it looks like Blood Bowl's getting a much-needed makeover and being redone and enhanced. So, Radio Commander Vietnam, never played it. 75% off. Very unique style game where you radio command. And then Broken Arrow, the GOAT. Broken Arrow, one of the best RTSs made recently. 15% off. It's sick. Broken Arrow is amazing. Well, there you have it. That's it. That's what they did. They did the thing. So they did the thing. Like I said, Battle Sector, massively discounted right now. I'm a big fan of Battle Sector. You can get the complete package for about $100. I do believe it is worth that price because you get all the extra little juicy factions and stuff like that. This game is not a game that you'll just play one time and be done. This is obviously a game that you're going to play thousands of hours into because the campaign is constantly ever changing. The tactical strategy is always different. There are massive units in this, and it will keep you busy. And as I said, it's probably the best game in the context of like capturing tabletop as out of all the games that are out. This is probably the one that comes the closest, even though it's still a distance. You know, it's still not where I would want it to be. It's as close as you can get to the feeling of 40K tabletop. Okay? It's about as because like a lot of the special abilities and a lot of the units and a lot of the play style of tabletop is available in this game specifically. So, for those of you that are like, man, I wonder about 40K. I wonder what that's like. Honestly, I would recommend that this is probably going to be a better teacher to you about 40K than Space Marine 2. Because this game encompasses many factions and all the units in that faction helps you become familiarized how they play. Like, by the time you play the Tau in this, you will understand how the Tau is in 40K. By the time you play the Orcs in this, you will understand what the Orcs are all about in 40K. From Battle Sector specifically. So if there's one game in this entire bundle that I would recommend to you, it's going to be Battle Sector for people that want to know about 40K. Yeah. It's not really a narrative story thing. It's more like you just treat it like a turn-based strategy game, and it just introduces you to like a lot of units, a lot of play styles. You know, the way the Tyranids play, the way the Necrons behave. You know, the different Astra Militarum, the Demons of Khorne. You know, stuff like that. Do they have the Tau? Right there. There they are. Little shits that they are. Lately, I've seen people making female Tau with the Tig-O biddies, and that's some heresy. You cannot fall for that amount of heresy. Like you cannot be just persuaded by alien biddies. All right, you can't do that. All right, that's a special kind of heresy. Anyway, I highly recommend this. I'm assuming that at some point we're going to get the Eldar added to this because they probably should be added. I'd love to see all the factions added to this. No. I have not seen the feat. Unfortunately, feet don't do anything for me. Not my thing, chat. I've always been a biddies man myself. Yeah. So, here you are. Battle plan's gonna be great. That's on my wish list. Baltic Battalion, yes, that's free. Radio Commander. Like I said, man. Also, like if you're curious, again, this is for you old timers out there like myself who used to play the hex-based World War II games. Panzer Corps is good in doing that. Like it's a modern hex-based World War II game. It's good, nice, chill, slow, relaxing. All right. Gladius is Civilization. It's Sid Meier's Civ with 40k. Do you like Sid Meier's Civ? Do you like 40k? Pick up Gladius for $3.99. Get the entire package and just sit back and enjoy. Then we also have Broken Arrow. Like I said, it's 15% off, but right now Broken Arrow is the damn GOAT. It is one of the best games made for terms of strategy fans. It's listed as mixed, but who the hell knows why? I'm not even going to get into that. I think it's one of the better ones. Their entire catalog is on sale, so if you have any questions, just ask people in the Discord. If you're like, hey, is ICBM good? It's all about crazy stuff, but yeah. The multiplayer balances are why? I see. What else? I would recommend the Terminator Dark Fate as well. Again, the movie may not be your favorite. And I understand that. The movie wasn't as good as you would like. But this video game is very good. Because it's kind of like a very tactical turn-based, meaning like you have to worry about the ammo reserves and the actual guns that are used on the unit that you have there, and you don't want to sacrifice it, or you don't want to throw it away. You need to pull it back, repair it, send it back in, rearm it and stuff. It's freaking sick. Dark Fate, yeah, Dark Fate is Salvation is I think Salvation became popular after it flopped. It's the Terminator Genesis and Dark Fate are the weak Terminator movies. I think Dark Fate is better than not Salvation than Genesis. I think Terminator Genesis had the Targaryen girl as young Sarah Connor with her Terminator pops, if you remember. Pops. Remember that? It's like her dad. It was just so dumb. No offense to her, but that was a bad one. And the funny thing is, she knows that today. She said back then, she got offered a movie to be in a Terminator and thought, oh, cool. And then she said, after the fact, she was like, damn, that really did suck ass, didn't it? And I was like, yeah. She's actually come to terms with if all I am is remembered as the Dragon Queen, I'm fine with that, Dark Fate, however, though a better movie, was just a retelling again of Terminator 1. That's all it was. It did the Star Wars The Force Awakens and just retold the same story you already saw in a modern with Legion instead of Skynet. It's but in terms of a quality watchable movie that wasn't eye-rolly, yes, Dark Fate was a better movie than Genesis. But that's beside the point. This video game, though set during the Dark Fate timeline, is very good. Hell, I bet there's probably a mod out there that will turn all this into Skynet versus the Resistance. I bet you somebody would do that because the core of this game is fantastic, dude. It is very good, and I cannot recommend this to you enough. You know, you just wrap your head around it being Legion, and just have a good time. There's already a massive Halo overhaul mod, so like, yeah, modding is probably gonna like explode for this game because the core aspect of this game is like you take a unit, you can change out all their weapons, their armaments, their stuff. It's just so detailed and what you can do, and you don't sacrifice. It's not like you take this unit and throw them away to go die. You hurt your army if you just waste units. You can't do that. You have to maintain. So there's a struggle here. So again, I'm a fan, obviously, of Dark Fate. I'm a fan of Broken Arrow. I'm a fan of ICBM Escalation, especially if you love nuking stuff. Like it's again, all this shit is mixed, and I don't get the mixed because like all these games are so stupidly good. Maybe it's some bullshit thing, you know, of like somebody said, there's a balance thing, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. But I'm not even thinking of that stuff. I'm just thinking of like just raw fun. These were extremely fun. This game is very about regions of the world that are very centralized focus and dealing with escalating aspects of nuclear warfare. Now, if you want to see how it all ends, this game does a great job of doing that. So... what else am I thinking of here? What else was there? Yeah, there's Blood Bowl. I guess I already own Blood Bowl. Mostly negative. People are just so upset with Blood Bowl. I should probably pick up some of the other factions here at some point because I wouldn't. I'm willing to give Blood Bowl another shot. Under Slitherine, it probably end up being very well made. Starship Troopers, there it is. Like I said, also, this is set during like normal Starship Troopers, exactly as you say. If you're looking for like another strategy game, again, this is a game that means that you have to take care of your units. You deploy the mobile infantry in certain sectors, hold it, defend against swarms of bugs. It does exactly what it sets out to do. If you love Starship Troopers, you want to defend against bugs in an RTS setting. This does an incredible good job. Yeah, they do such a good job with this. This is very tactical. Don't waste your units. Hold on to your stuff. Carry them over to future battles, and you do actual campaigns of maintaining your position. So also recommend this. Again, it is $16.49, and they do have some DLC. This is definitely a strategy gamers, RTS gamers wet dream right now. Battle Sector, Panzer Corps 2, Gladius. That's kind of it. That's like my big takeaways here. If you're looking for if you want guidance on what you should buy, Terminator Dark Fate. Freaking Broken Arrow, freaking ICBM Escalation, Terminator Dark Fate, freaking Starship Troopers, Terran Command, Battle Sector. Like that's my big three probably. That's my big three. Okay. Give it a shot. See what you think. I have told you how I feel. All right? And I'm out of here. I'm gonna go chill. All right? I'll be back tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern for Chat Game Week. You pick the games. You pick the games, all right? Now, I'm going to test something here to see if this works. I'm going to press this button, and it does not work. Why? I wonder why. It says it will, and then it doesn't. I wonder why it doesn't work. That's so weird. That's so bizarre. It says it'll do it, it'll do the command, and then it doesn't. So, boo frickin' who. It lied to me. It's got to be another way to do this, I guess. Anyway, I picked a 24. We got that now. Yeah, I'm going to send you to the 24-hour thing. If you remember, I owed you this for the Burkathon, so now you have it. Now you have it. Anyway, I will be back tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for more of what you want to see. You pick the game. You pick the game. It is chat pick week, okay? You pick the game. Have a good night or afternoon, whatever. See you tonight. Go watch past Burke later.